marché. I got time! Today we are turning a simple potato into an exquisite rosti.
How about you cook from home?
It's a show where I, an amateur cook, attempts at recreating famous dishes so that you guys at home can decide whether it's worth cooking or not. We do this show quite a while already, but we've never touched potatoes. So today we're gonna slice them, dice them, and fry them into delicious roasties. For these crispy potato pancakes, all you're gonna need is potatoes, butter, sour cream, lemon, spring onion, and the protein of your choice. At the end, I'll rate this dish based on its price, difficulty, the time it took, and whether or not you guys should cook this from home. From an amateur to an amateur, let's make potato pancakes together. Potato! Now step 1 to cooking a rosti actually starts a few hours before you can cook a rosti. What I did was I turned this potato into this. I boiled it in water for 10 minutes, placed it in an ice bath so that it's cool enough for me to peel the skin off, and then I just chilled in the fridge for a few hours. And that's when we can really start our rosti. Before I grate these potatoes, I'm gonna place a pan and I'm gonna melt some butter on it because it's gonna act as a seasoning for my potatoes. We're gonna begin grating. Now from what I've read, the reason we boil the potatoes first instead of grating it raw is the raw potatoes will have a lot of water and it will make your rosti very soggy. So this is what I got so far from grating 2 potatoes. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna pour the melted butter on it and we are gonna season it with salt and pepper. Mix them all together. Now comes the fun part. Now a tip before you even start making the rosti, you need to find a plate that is sort of the same size as the pan itself because we're gonna flip the rosti over in order to get it out of the pan. Now once your pan begins to smoke, we're going to add some oil. And now we're gonna place our rosti in. What I'm doing now is making a circular shape with the rosti itself. As we are frying our rosti on this pan, right, I'm just gonna drop 2 cheese hot dogs into this small little buttered pan. Once you see the edges begin to brown, that's when you know that it's time to flip. I'm gonna place the plate. I think it looks pretty nice, but I feel that it could use a little bit more color. You're gonna wanna oil your pan and then place it back in. A nice toasty rosti. Now what do you serve it with? That's the question. I'm gonna prep my lemon and my spring onion to serve it with the rosti itself. And now to serve. Your sausages right beside the rosti. A nice medallion of sour cream. Juicy lemon. Finish things off with the spring onions you've diced. And there you have our very own rosti. Alright, sausage, sour cream, spring onions, lemon, and the rosti itself. Let's see how it tastes. It's delicious. I like my rosti on the crispier side. And the seasoning, not too salty. It's a nice combo with the sour cream. The cheese sausage is the cherry on top. That is it for today's episode of Cook From Home. From $1 potato to $15 rosti. The price itself adds up to around $12, and the more potatoes you have, the more roasties you can make. I'd give this a 3-star difficulty as you'll need to prep this dish beforehand, plus the grating and flipping can be quite tricky. I took a total of 20 minutes to make this, but at the end, I literally could make tons of this if I cooked it from home. Now if you like this recipe, don't forget to leave this video a like, share it with your friends, and comment on what you think goes best on a good crispy rosti. Till then, ciao!